Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Finally Friday. It's Friday, July 18th, 2025. Can you believe we're already on the 198th day of the year? That means we've officially cruised past the halfway mark. We're sitting at 54.25% of 2025 in the rear view mirror. If you're counting by weeks, that's 28 weeks and 2 days. Or maybe you're one of those ultra precise types. So let me break it down even further for you. That's 4,752 hours, or 285,120 minutes, or for the dedicated time trackers and calendar connoisseurs out there, 17,107,200 seconds. And if you've spent even one of those seconds tuning into us this week, we appreciate you. Now, whether you're wrapping up work, gearing up for a weekend adventure, or just soaking in the sweet satisfaction of surviving another week, this is your time to exhale, laugh a little, and lean into the good stuff. So let's close out the week strong with stories, shout outs, and some well earned Friday vibes. You're listening to Talk Radio Finally Friday, and I'm your host, Jonathan Riley.
The following is rated TV MA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Alright, time to close the week strong. We're taking a moment to rewind and relive the biggest moments from around the city. The stories, the headlines, and those everyday wins that made this week one to remember. We've got some major shout outs for listener feedback and community voices that made us laugh, think, or just feel seen. And of course, we are turning the energy up as we get ready for the weekend ahead. Whether you're heading out, staying in, or just vibing your way through it, we've got your local scoop, your plans preview, and all the reasons to end this week with a smile. First up, First Responder Focus. It's time for this week's First Responder Focus, a rotating spotlight that honors the real people behind the sirens, uniforms, and split-second decisions. This week, we're going behind the badge. Behind every badge is a human being, a son, a daughter, a parent, a partner, who signed up to serve and protect. But what happens when the job breaks you before the world does? This week, we are peeling back the layers on the emotional and psychological weight our law enforcement officers carry, both on the job and long after the shift ends. Let's start with the Behind the Badge Foundation, a nonprofit based right here in Washington. Their mission is powerful: to honor law enforcement officers who have died or been seriously injured in the line of duty, and to support the families and agencies left behind. They don't just show up when tragedy strikes. They walk alongside grieving families for months, sometimes years, offering emotional support, counseling, scholarships, and annual memorials that say you are not forgotten. But Behind the Badge isn't just about honoring the fallen. It's also about helping the living survive what they've seen. And that's where this week's deeper dive hits home. A recent WHSV news story reported that more than 30% of firefighters and first responders experience PTSD, not from one traumatic event, but from cumulative stress, child fatalities, domestic abuse calls, suicides, overdoses. These aren't just scenes, they're scars. And yet, so many suffer in silence because of outdated stigmas around mental health in the field. One firefighter featured in the piece described it like this: "You go home, but your mind stays at the scene." That quote sticks with you. Now, change is happening slowly, but surely. Police departments and fire stations around the country are implementing peer support teams. These are trained fellow responders who can help talk through tough experiences, judgment-free and from a place of understanding. There's also a growing movement towards resilience training, trauma-informed leadership, and dedicated wellness officers, people whose full-time job is to help first responders stay mentally strong, not just physically fit. So, how can we support them? First, acknowledge their humanity. These aren't robots or superheroes. They're people doing an impossible job, sometimes without the tools they need to heal. Second, support organizations like the Behind the Badge Foundation through donations, volunteering, or simply spreading awareness of what they do. And third, talk about it. Normalize conversations around responder mental health. The more open we are, the safer it becomes for them to speak up before they break down. This week's First Responder Focus reminds us there's so much more than a badge, a uniform, a radio call. There's heart, there's trauma, there's resilience. So next time you see a first responder, whether it's on the street, in a store, or at the station, remember that there's a whole world behind that badge. We see you, we thank you, and we're with you. That's this week's First Responder Focus. Next week, we rotate the lens again to spotlight another group, keeping our communities strong. Now, community safety check. Let's take a quick look at what's going on around town in terms of safety and awareness. Lakewood crime update. According to the Lakewood Police Department, there was a slight uptick in service calls last week, coming in at 954 total calls. What's most notable is a 19% increase in violent incidents and a 6% rise in property crimes compared to the week prior. Officers continue to monitor patterns closely, and community support remains key. If you see something, say something. Seasonal scam alert. As we head deeper into summer, scams are ramping up. Here's what to keep an eye on. Vacation and travel scams. Fake rentals. Scammers list attractive properties online, often at low prices, then demand quick payments through gift cards or wire transfers. The listings are fake and you're left out in the cold. Always book through verified travel sites and avoid off-platform payments. You won travel giveaways. You may get a call or message claiming you won a luxury vacation, but you never entered any contest. If it requires a fee or personal info to claim your prize, it's likely a scam. Fake ticket sales. From concerts to sports events, scam sites and individuals push counterfeit or non-existent tickets. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Home improvement and utility scams. Fake utility calls. Scammers pose as your power or water company, claiming your service will be shut off unless you pay right away using gift cards or crypto. Real utility companies never operate this way. Unlicensed contractors, door-to-door scammers offer fast repairs for your roof, driveways, or gutters, often at discount rates with a demand for upfront cash. Once paid, they disappear. Always request licenses, references, and verify the business first. Summer job scams. Fake job postings are everywhere, offering high pay for easy work, like reshipping packages or remote data entry. They may ask for a startup fee or want access to your bank account. Some are even part of illegal money laundering operations. Avoid any job that asks for money up front. Text, phone, and email phishing. Phishing messages. You might receive text or emails claiming to be from the DMV, IRS, Amazon, or your delivery service. They often say your account is locked or package delayed and ask you to click a link. Don't do it. Just don't. Police or government impersonators. Some scammers pretend to be local law enforcement or urgency. Online marketplace and classifieds. If you're buying or selling on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or OfferUp, watch out for fake listings, fake payment confirmations, or pressure to meet in sketchy locations. Always meet in public, verify payment, and never ship goods before funds are cleared. Romance and travel buddy scams. These scammers build emotional connections online, sometimes over weeks, then ask for money for a visa, plane ticket, or emergency hospital bill. If someone you've never met in person asks for money, it's a scam 99% of the time. Smart safety tips. Don't send money via gift cards, crypto, ATMs, or wire transfers. Don't share your social security number or bank info with unverified sources. Always verify independently. Call the number listed on official websites. not the one sent a suspicious message. Pause if the situation feels rushed or emotional. Scammers love pressure tactics. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. If you're concerned, report scams to local police or your utility provider. For bigger fraud cases, contact the FTC or your state's Consumer Protection Agency. Awareness is your first line of defense. That's your community safety check for the week. Stay sharp, stay safe, and keep looking out for each other in Lakewood. Next up, Shop Talk. Hey Lakewood, welcome back to Shop Talk, where we shine a light on local businesses that make our community unique, welcoming, and thriving. Today, I'm excited to introduce you to a very special place, Good Fit plus Good Fight, a fitness studio that's about way more than just working out. It's about community, empowerment, and belonging for everybody. Located right here in Lakewood at 8107 Stilican Boulevard, Good Fit plus Good Fight is a business that's earned some serious local love. Just this May, they were spotlighted at the City of Lakewood's Business Showcase, and it's easy to see why. The studio was founded by Rachel Goodner and Elizabeth Wiltsey, of a powerful motto. Anybody and anybody. You get it? Anybody and anybody. Their goal, to create a fitness space that welcomes everyone, regardless of experience, ability, or fitness level. No judgment, just support. Good Fit plus Good Fight offers 3 main zones: kickboxing, strength training, and dance, all designed to keep class sizes small, usually between 10 to 20 people. This means you get personal attention and a safer, more motivating environment. For folks new to fitness, they offer a 30-day fast-track